In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 20th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Marlins versus New York Mets. The Miami Marlins take on the New York Mets as the division foes conclude a 4-game series on Monday afternoon. The Marlins will have Trevor Rogers start this one. The Mets will reply with David Peterson seeking his 4th win of the season. The Mets lead the season series by 2-1 count. The Mets have won 5 of their last 6 games and 4 of their last 5 home games. They've been on a roll offensively, scoring 18 runs in their last 3 games. Expect them to continue playing well offensively because they have hit the ball well against left-handers, and Rogers has struggled on the mound in recent starts, giving up 11 runs in his last 3 starts, and will have a hard time slowing them down. The Marlins have lost 5 of their last 6 games and 3 straight road games. They aren't playing well offensively, scoring only 7 runs in their last 3 games. They have struggled against left-handed pitching, and they're facing a starter that gave up 6 earned runs in his last 3 starts. He gave up 2 runs in his lone start against the Marlins and will keep their offense in check. He's coming off 4 earned on 6 hits and 2 walks in 4 innings versus Milwaukee his last time up. Peterson was better in his previous pair, however, with a combined 6.1 innings. 5 hits, 2 earned, and 5 walks. If he can get through 4 innings or so, I believe that the Mets will be set up pretty well. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. The Marlins are averaging 4.48 runs per game and 4.29 runs per game on the road. They averaged 3 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Mets, with New York giving up 3.50 runs per game at home. The Marlins will be held under their average in this game. The Mets are averaging 5.07 runs per game and 5.28 runs per game at home. They averaged 8.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Marlins. Even though Miami is giving up 4.35 runs per game on the road, they gave up 5.5 runs per game in games started by Rogers. The Marlins and Mets played over the total in 2 of their last 3 meetings. The Marlins are scoring runs on this road trip against the Astros, Phillies, and Mets. The Bats should thrive against an unreliable David Peterson. They have plated 12 runs in the first 3 games of this series. In addition, Rogers has allowed 3 or more runs in 4 out of his last 5 outings. The Mets offense continues to shine. They have accumulated 20 runs in their last 4 games, including 15 in this series, and now rank 2nd in the big leagues in runs scored. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Pittsburgh Pirates. Chicago will try to build on its series win over Atlanta when it travels to Pittsburgh to open a 3-game series on Monday night. The Cubs took 2 out of 3 against the Braves over the weekend, failing to record the sweep in a 6-0 loss on Sunday. Pittsburgh picked up a win against San Francisco on Sunday and is aiming for its first winning streak since June 5th. The Cubs are 0-5 in their last 5 road games and 2-11 in their last 13 overall. The Pirates are 1-4 in their last 5 home games and 2-11 in their last 13 overall. The under is 5-2-1 in Cubs' last 8 Monday games. The under is 5-2 in Pirates' last 7 home games. The Cubs are 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Pittsburgh and 13-6 in the last 19 meetings. The Cubs are turning to Caleb Killian on Monday night to get the nod as the starting pitcher. He has made 2 starts thus far and has only thrown a total of 9 innings while giving up 8 hits and 8 runs. Killian has also walked 7 batters in those 2 starts. The Cubs don't have a lot of good options, as they have one of the worst pitching staffs in baseball. Brubaker is overdue for a win and has pitched well in his career versus the Cubs. Also, he pitched really well in his last outing against the hard-hitting Cardinals, so that should give him confidence facing a lackluster Cubs lineup. Plus, he has a decent bullpen behind him, so the Pittsburgh Pirate money line is our full game side pick. Caleb Killian hasn't looked great through 9 innings, allowing 8 hits and 8 runs while walking 7. JT Brubaker has an ERA over 5 at home this season, and he's also allowed 21 hits and 10 earned runs in his last 16.1 innings overall. The Pirates are a pretty terrible offensive team, but they are slightly more productive at home, and they are facing one of the worst pitching staffs in baseball. so they should be able to put some runs on the board. Of course, they were on the losing end of a 21-0 game earlier this season against the Cubs. And yes, that was the actual score of the Pirates game, not a Steelers game. Bottom line, there's just not a lot of good pitching here on display, and the Cubs can certainly put some runs on the board. I think the Pirates eke this out against a bad Cubs bullpen and help push the score. Both of these teams have issues stringing together offense most of the time, but the pitching matchup suggests this could be a high-scoring contest. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers vs. Boston Red Sox. The Detroit Tigers head to Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox in a 3-game series starting on Monday night. The Tigers are in 4th place in the American League Central and scoring runs at an extremely low rate. The Red Sox come into the series in 4th place in the highly competitive American League East, but very much in the playoff picture. The pitching matchup for Monday night will be righty Alex Fido of the Tigers versus Josh Winkowski of the Red Sox. The Tigers are 20-41 in their last 61 Monday games and are 99-205 in their last 304 versus a team with a winning record. The Tigers are also 69-146 in their last 215 road games versus a right-handed starter. The Red Sox are 17-5 in their last 22 when their opponent scores 5 runs or more in their previous game. The Red Sox are also 13-4 in their last 17 overall and are 13-4 in their last 17 games on grass. Boston is on a roll heading into this 3-game set with Detroit. They have won 12 of their last 16 games and getting elite production at the plate from their dynamic infield. Rafael Devers is making a case for early season American League MVP with 16 home runs and a scorching .328 batting average. The Tigers broke open for 14 runs in their weekend game against Texas, but expect them to go back to their mediocre ways here. Josh Winkowski is getting another chance after shutting out the Athletics last week and gets a similar lineup here. The Tigers are last in home runs, slugging percentage, and runs per game. Expect another poor performance at the plate from Detroit. The Boston Red Sox to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Detroit will trot out rookie Alex Fido for the first game of this series. He had a rough go last week in a start against the White Sox, giving up 7 runs on 9 hits over 3 innings of work. He has pitched well this year, but watched his ERA balloon to 4.28 in the poor effort. Boston has the 6th highest team slugging percentage and scores 4.71 runs per game. Detroit's games have been going under quite often recently, but this is a good spot for both clubs to put up a nice number. As long as Detroit is able to muster 3 runs on the rookie Winkowski, this game will eclipse the projected number. Look for Devers and company to get a hold of Fido and keep this game high scoring. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.